What's cooking, Juventus fans? Welcome back to your old lady's favorite YouTube channel. Now, following yesterday's embarrassment that we saw on the pitch, we're going to go right back into the Mercado because we have a lot of news and a lot of things to talk about when it comes to movements that are being made. But I'm going to give you my feelings about what happened yesterday. Stick with us. We'll fill you in. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Justin Sofro, and today, it's a Monday. It's a fresh start. It's Monday, August 8th, 2022, and of course, I've got your latest rundown of all things Juventus. This is the rundown. Before we get into things, though, okay, let me just go and ask you this. Do me a favor, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, stay notified for all of our latest videos. It is imperative, though, that you please do hit the like button if you enjoy what we do here on the channel. If you want to help us grow, help us continue to bring you more and more content, small little access service like that, hitting that like button, make a massive difference for our channel. All right, let's get into it. I do want to talk about the match that was yesterday and a lot of the sentiment that was going on around it. Here's what I'll say. I'm not here for the excuse making, and I'm sure as hell not here for the overall sentiment of it's a preseason match, it doesn't matter. The hell it doesn't matter. Guys, this is a reflection of where the club is right now. And I'll be honest, regardless of the moves that have been made already in this Mercado, we have to live in reality. And what I'm saying with the reality is, yes, you brought in Pogba, you brought in Di Maria, you brought in Bremer. But the reality of the situation of bringing in those players is this. Matthijs de Ligt had to leave for Bremer to come in. If you want to say all things are equal between the two players, one outgoing and one coming in, that's fine. I'm willing to take that. I like Bremer. I like what he does. But it's not an improvement for the club. To me, it's keeping things the same. And then when you go back to the things with Pogba and Di Maria is fine. Di Maria is doing some. He's trying. He's trying his damnedest. When he gets the ball over to Vlahovic doesn't know what to do with the ball at his feet, and especially when his back's to goal. He's going to lose possession every time. He needs to get that together. But when it comes to Pogba, we know how bad this midfield's been for the last 3 seasons. Plus, more than 3 seasons, let's be honest. And if I'm Juventus, you've got to find a solution there in the midfield. And what I mean is, I don't need to rephrase everything that's going on with Paul Pogba. The injury, the being out for 5 weeks. Adding him now is not a plus because you don't have him. You can't say you brought in Pogba or you have Pogba. We don't have him. Pogba is out for at least 5 weeks. And my guess and my trepidation, my feelings are it's going to be longer than that. Because I think what will happen is you get to around 5 weeks. Yeah, maybe it'll take him a little bit longer to get back on the pitch. But I always hate whenever players make these decisions. The thing to come back quickest. And I understand wanting to play in the World Cup. I think he's going to get injured again. I understand I'm a Zaniolo, and I've been pushing for Zaniolo, and I understand the injury argument. Well, using it right back at you. I am worried about injuries here. I think he needs to. I think he really should have done the full. And I understand you don't get it. I haven't had a World Cup since I was 24. I was 24 years old, I'm pretty sure, the last time I had a World Cup. So I get it. Trust me, I understand. I understand wanting to play and being like, I can't wait till next time. I get it. But when I'm looking at our season, when I'm looking at Juventus, that's what I worry about. So right now, the reason I'm saying this is the Mercado hasn't really done anything to really benefit Juventus right now to get a good start going into the season. And that's where I'm worried. Maybe I should save this for a hot take video because I know you're here for the news, but I just had to get my feelings when it came to the actual team that we have right now. I would argue, and let's just tease that, I'd argue honestly, and because I know this will set you all up to yell at me in the comment section, I would argue that the team is worse now than it was at the end of last season. How's that for you? You can debate me that. I'll do another video. We'll just leave it there. We'll leave it at there right now. The one thing that's that part. The other part is moving forward when it comes to these players that Juve are rumored to be getting in this Mercado. Do you truly believe that these are the 3 solutions that are going to make this club better? I don't care that Alvaro Morata ran rampant, scoring 2 goals on Juventus. He knows the team. Atletico Madrid are a better team and a better ability to create for him. And the Juve's defense is a problem, and we need to talk about that. All right, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm sure some of this will work its way into the news, but I had to get my feelings and thoughts out there. I apologize for taking up your time. There it is, though. All right, let's continue, and let's actually get into the news that we have today. First up, it's the big one. The big surprising news to come out today is that about Adrien Rabiot and his future at the club. There are various sources on this. I saw a bunch of people, different little, I think Manchester United sources. I know Adrian Del Monte was one guy who was commenting on it and reporting it out there, or sharing it at least. But anyway, reports are that Manchester United are actually moving for Adrien Rabiot now. So positive news for me, who I've said I don't want to see Adrien Rabiot out there anymore. And we know when it comes to our boy Max Allegri, he's going to play his son. This is an error, obviously, if you're reading this. It should say Manchester United because I don't think Juventus are in talks with Juventus for Rabiot. It would not surprise me if Juventus decided to open negotiations with themselves about a player at this point in the way the Mercado is going for me. But anyway, Manchester United are in talks with Juventus for Rabiot. Juve asking for about 15 to 20 million euros. Rabiot is open to joining Manchester United. His mother agent is in talks with the club. Still no agreement between clubs, but talks are ongoing. I think there may have been some developments since then, since this news was reported, but I think it seems that things are moving pretty positively into a departure of Rabiot and that he will be going to Manchester United. And for some reason, they are getting, they believe in Rabiot. I don't know what else to say. Awesome, great. Maybe it'll be a situation that works out better for him. Maybe it'll be a situation like Kulusevski, who looked like a fainting giraffe when he played at Juve, but then he goes to Tottenham and Conte, gets it out of him. Maybe it's a coaching thing we need to talk about that we have here, an issue with the coaching staff. I don't know. But as it stands right now, that looks like the update when it comes to Rabiot. Promising reports that he could be going to Manchester United. We'll keep you updated every step of the way whenever we have the done deal report to come out there. All right. Other done deals that we're looking at that you guys are interested in today could be, we considered maybe a big day for Juventus. We'll see if it's today. Maybe it's tomorrow. Keep an eye out for it, though. Romeo Gnesti is reporting that the Kostic deal, the situation is developing. A new round of talks for Kostic is expected to be occurring today. It could be happening right now while you're watching this video, if you're watching it near its initial release time. Juventus are looking to close a deal for him. And I think that's been pretty, pretty concrete. I think we've all been kind of aware that Kostic seems to be the next one to pop for Juve, and it could be a matter of, hours, days. Of course, they kind of use that terminology for each other in Italy, if we're being honest. The reason, obviously, I'm being a little bit, subdued, holding my tongue back, because you know how I feel about Kostic. If you watch the video, I've seen enough people go at me because I don't like Kostic, because I don't think Kostic is the solution for Juventus. That's what I'll just say right now is this. And, there's other names we're talking about. I don't know that I feel like these names are solutions to Juve's problem. When I look at Juve and what's happened with the club in the last few months, and the Mercado strategies of the management, the decisions that they have decided to make, prioritizing one position over the other. And obviously a lot of that goes down to Allegri getting the guys that he wants, that he thinks will fit his system. Whether that will be the case and whether that will make a difference, we'll see. You got drubbed at Contenassa 4-0. Like, you got worked. And that's not just a plug in a couple pieces and we'll fix it. We'll right the ship. Like, no, you got your ass worked. So that's where I sit with it. I think right now, to me, being blunt, I would have prioritized other positions. I would have prioritized, if we're looking at right now, it was an indictment. It was an indictment on the club's defense right now, what the defense has. You have Bremer. We saw some good things from Gatti. Bonucci, without Chiellini, he's toothless. The Lion is toothless right now, and that's an issue. He's got to find out a way to work out chemistry issues, and that's my biggest flaw. Or his biggest flaw to me. I feel like he's so reliant on Chiellini and their chemistry that they were great together. I mean, you saw what they did in the Euros last year. But without him, when he's with De Ligt, when he was playing with anybody else, he just doesn't have it, and that's one issue. I'm less focused on the center backs than I am on the fullbacks. Danilo and Sandro are they're abysmal. They were absolutely abysmal, and they are a problem for the club moving forward. Juventus should have gone after the cheap, good options that were out there in the Mercado. I will stick by this. I will fight till I'm dead on this. This is a weird hill to die on. This is the one I'm willing to die on. Molina was out there, and Udogie, both from Udinese, who they are both selling this Mercado. And I understand that Udinese will remain more than likely before going to Tottenham. He will remain this year at Udinese. Still would have gotten the deal done because maybe you're going to be stuck with Alexander. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. You're going to be stuck with Alexander potentially. That's fine. But you're going to tell me Molina couldn't have helped this club? And you could have utilized him. You could try to, stop some of the bleeding there. It doesn't make sense to me. Pretty financially solid options, cheaper options that Juve could have used, and the defense got worked. They got blasted all game, and they couldn't stop anybody. I don't know. That's my opinion with it. I think the defense is going to be a big problem for Juve moving forward. And my biggest problem there is when you have clubs like Atletico Madrid, they were able just to control possession. I don't know. It's either this. It's either the entire club or the entire position by position group has major issues, or it's we can't work it back to the guys to actually start an attack. I think we had 3 shots on goal on yesterday. I don't know. It's not good enough. I mean, I saw Pavel Nedved. He wasn't happy. All right. I know this is going to be a long video. I apologize. I know for the news you want quick hits. Today's not a quick hit because I got opinions. I apologize. Fabrizio Romano next up talking about the Depay situation. Well, he's reporting that only one player between Memphis Depay and Pierre Aubameyang will leave Barcelona this summer. Depay is negotiating free agency with Barcelona. As revealed last week, Memphis will only accept in case of a top club's bid, which would fit with Juventus. Juventus are among those interested. I like the option of the player. If Juve could get him in, be interesting. I worry about potential injury issues. Again, another player that could have injury issues to keep an eye on. But we'll see how this develops. Depay, I'll be honest though, those rumors haven't been. It's not strong. They're not strong links with Juve. Like we've had it floated out there, but we've never really seen any kind of strong leaning that he will be coming to Juve. And I think that's because another player who I mentioned earlier, who was at Juve last year, is still probably the favorite, regardless of rumors and reports. Nico Schietta, we go on. He is talking about the Paredes situation, saying that Juventus are ready to open talks with PSG to try to sign Leandro Paredes, asking for 20 to 25 million euros to sell him, while Juve would like to spend 15 million euros. Yeah, I think if you're spending 20 to 25, you are getting worked in this Mercado. So I feel like Juve are going to have to try to negotiate it down as much as they can. Again, I'm not fighting this battle anymore. I'm a defeated man. So as much as I would like to get on here and yell and scream about not wanting Paredes and not wanting Kostic, I'm rolling over at this point. It's going to happen, and we're going to deal with it. And then I'll just say I told you so when the season's over and we maybe struggle to get 4th place, or we'll see if we can get 4th place. We'll see. Because right now, I understand the Serie A is not as a whole on par, the same level, obviously, as Atletico Madrid. But to be honest, is anybody confident that this team is going to make top 4 next season? If you are, give me whatever you're smoking. All right, let's continue on, and let's talk about him now. Alvaro Morata, the situation there, Gazzetta dello Sport, with some cold water for the topic, saying that Juventus were willing to pay up to 20 million euros for Morata, but Atletico is not open to do the deal at the moment. I mean, you got like a little bit less than a month of ideas to be open to. I don't think yesterday changed anything with Atletico Madrid. I don't think that they are going to feel like they want to keep Alvaro Morata and use him throughout the season. That's my personal opinion. But at the same time, again, I don't think Juve need to be paying anything more than 20 million euros. And if they really want more out of him, they can re-sign him and try to find another buyer next year. I'm still interested to see how this unfolds. I still feel like Morata will be the guy in the end just because it just seems like the easiest and most likely option for Juventus. But I would be interested to see if any other names get floated out there. Unfortunately, one of the guys who I do like, a long list of guys I like, Raspadori, seems to have been taken off the table. Napoli snatching him up, I'm guessing, to be the heir apparent to Insigne. Well, not apparent, he is the heir now to Insigne, which because they have similar, you could say similar types. Anyway, Corriere dello Sport talking about the situation going on with Artur. Valencia's latest offer for Artur is to pay 20, or sorry, not 20, we wish, 2 million euros of his wages. Juventus are asking for 50%. An agreement is still far away, but work is still being done to reach an agreement before the start of the new season. That's it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below about all the news that we talked about today. If you disagree with my opinions, feel free to leave that as well, and I will tell you why you're incorrect. Do me a favor, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. You can follow me at Justin Sofro on Twitter. It's down there, right there in the graphic down below, as well as you can follow Bianconeri Zone at Bianconeri Zone, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri.